We'll be waiting for the speaker to do their own. They've done it, and maybe they've done that. What will I say? They've done it anyway. I just want to play the judgment today. Just watch and listen. Then let's learn. Okay, let's learn. And what's the next step? What's the next step? What do we do next? Okay, what do we do next? That is just the question. What are we going to do next? I don't have much question. I don't have much to say right now. I just want to play the video of today of the judgment of the Supreme Court. Um, many reactions are coming in. Many reactions are coming in. What next do we do? What next do we do? The power is in our hands, and we have to take it back. And that is it. Okay, that is it. I will just play the video. It's a long judgment, in about 3 hours. I will come back. I will come back. Okay. Um, it's that's how it is. We all know we really did, we did. The truth is that we never really expected a different judgment. We know this is going to happen, man. We all know that's going to happen, and all the same, that's how it is. All right. I just want to play the video. Let's play the video. Probably I'll come back in the next 3 hours, and or maybe later in the night I'll come back. We talk about it. All right. What we need to do. What are we going to do? Nigeria is so special for us that we cannot give up. We cannot give in. We cannot give up. That is the truth. And it's a long battle. The battle continues. It's a long, long, long battle. We should not we should not shy away from it. It's don't think all these guys that will give up in just like this. No, 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 no. It's a long battle. Okay. I know that some people are being pained right now. That it's painful, but we want the best for Nigeria, okay? But we will take our country back and we will take it back. We wish the best for our country. So many things are happening in Nigeria and it's uncalled for. We don't need to suffer like this, all right? Anyway, I will be back, okay? Um, maybe after the replay of this judgment, or maybe later in the night, okay? It's a long video. So guys, just watch it and uh give your opinion, all right? Just give your opinion, man. That is what I'm going to say. Give your opinion. Make a comment, like and share, okay? Uh, that is it. All right. That is it.
This judgment
Watch.
was prepared by me and I will deliver it. Well, this is an appeal against the judgment of the Court of Appeal, sitting as the Presidential Election Petition Court in suit number CA/PEPC/05/2023, which was delivered on the 6th of September 2023. In the said judgment, the court below substantially sustained the respondent's objections to the petition, the petitioner's reply to the respondent's respective replies, the competence of witnesses subpoenaed by the petitioners, and the admissibility of several documents sought to be tendered by the appellants. After resolving all the issues in favor of the respondents, the lower court dismissed the petition for lacking merit. Dissatisfied with the dismissal of the petition, the appellants filed a notice of appeal on the 18th of September 2023. A brief facts of the case giving birth to this appeal are that election into the office of President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was conducted by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, on 25th February 2023, wherein the second and third respondents emerged winners with a total of 8,794,726 votes, while the appellants came second with 6,984,3 520 votes. 16 others participated in the said election. The first respondent accordingly declared the second and third respondents winners of the election and declared the second respondent as the elected president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Aggrieved by the outcome of the election, the petitioners jointly filed a petition at the court below to challenge the outcome of the election under 4 grounds as follows. A, that the election of the second respondent is invalid by reason of non-compliance with the provisions of the Electoral Act 2022. B, that the election of the second respondent is invalid by reason of corrupt practices. C, that the second respondent was not duly elected by a majority of lawful votes cast at the election. And 4, the second respondent was at the time of the election not qualified to contest the election. The appellants as petitioners then sought the following reliefs. 1, that it may be determined that the second respondent was not duly elected by a majority of lawful votes cast in the election, and therefore the declaration and return of the second respondent by the first respondent as the winner of the presidential election conducted on the 25th day of February 2023 is unlawful, wrongful, unconstitutional, undue, null and void, and of no effect whatsoever. That it may be determined that the return of the second respondent by the first respondent was wrongful, unlawful, null and void, having not satisfied the requirements of the Electoral Act 2022 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, which mandatorily requires the second respondent to score not less than 1/4 or 25% of the lawful votes cast at the election in each of at least 2/3 of all the states in the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. That it may be determined that the second respondent was at the time of the election not qualified to conduct the said election, to contest the said election. That it may be determined that the first petitioner, having scored the majority of lawful votes cast at the presidential election on Saturday, 25th February 2023, be returned as the winner of the said election and be sworn in as the duly elected president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In the alternative, number 5, an order directing the first respondent to conduct a second election that is run-off between the first petitioner and the second respondent. In the further alternative, 6, that the election to the office of the President of Nigeria held on the 25th of February 2023 be nullified and a fresh election rerun ordered, and any further reliefs as the court may deem fit to make in the interest of justice. Upon being served with the petition, all the respondents joined issues with it by filing their respective replies, incorporating preliminary objections and made other applications. Some of the applications filed by the parties were heard and rulings delivered at the pre-hearing stage, while some were heard and rulings on them reserved till the time of the judgment of the court. On 6 September 2023, judgments in the petition, including rulings in the applications, were rendered by the court below. As I said earlier, the appellant's petition was dismissed. Dissatisfied with the stance of the lower court dismissing their petition, the appellants have appealed to this court. Notice of appeal was filed on the 18th of September 2023, containing 35 grounds of appeal. Appellants filed their brief of arguments on 2nd October 2023, while the first, second, and third respondents filed theirs on the 7th of October, respectively. On 6th October 2023, the appellants filed a motion on notice seeking 2 orders from this court. And at the hearing of the appeal on 23rd October 2023, the said motion was taken first and ruling reserved till today. I shall proceed to determine the said motion before resolving the issues in this appeal. Motion on notice filed on the 6th of October 2023. As I alluded to above, the appellants filed motion on notice on 6th October 2023 seeking 2 orders from this court, to wit, A, an order of this honorable court granting leave to the appellant applicants to produce and the honorable court to receive fresh and or additional evidence by way of deposition on oath from the Chicago State University for use in this appeal, to wit, certified discovery deposition made by Caleb Westberg on behalf of Chicago State University on October 3rd, 2023, disclaiming the certificate presented by the second respondent, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to the Independent National Electoral Commission. B, and upon leave being granted, an order of this court receiving the said deposition in evidence as exhibit in the resolution of this appeal. The grounds for the application are well set out in the motion paper, and there are 20 in number as follows. 1. One of the grounds of the applicant's petition before the court below is that the second respondent was not qualified at the time of the election to contest the election, as required by Section 137(1) sub 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. 2. Based on facts available to the applicants at the time of filing their petition, the first applicant, through his United States of America lawyers, Alexander de Gramont and Angela M. Liu, of the law firm of Docket LLP of 1900 K Street, NW, Washington, D.C., 20006 to 1110, unsuccessfully applied to Chicago State University for the release of the copies of the academic records of the second respondent. Given this, number 3, given the strict privacy laws in the jurisdiction of the Chicago State University, the request for the release of the academic records and certificates issued to the second respondent could not be granted without an order of court and for the purpose of use in pending court proceedings. The first applicant, through his said U.S.-based attorneys, thereupon brought an action in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Illinois in re application of Atiku Abubakar for an order directing discovery from Chicago State University, case number 23-CV-05099, for an order for the production of documents and testimony for use in a proceeding in a foreign court, seeking documents and testimony from Chicago State University concerning the authenticity of an origin of documents purporting to be the educational records of the second respondent, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. 5. The second respondent applied and was joined in the matter as an intervener, vehemently opposing the application. On September 19, 2023, the court issued an order granting the application. 7. Thereafter, the second respondent applied for an emergency stay of the court order claiming that he would suffer irreparable damage and injury if his educational records were released, which order of stay was granted. 8. On September 30, 2023, the court overruled the second respondent's objections and ordered Chicago State University to produce the documents on October 2nd, 2023, and to produce a witness for deposition on October 2. Then on October 2, 2023, Chicago State University produced the documents pursuant to the court's order. 10. On October 3, 2023, also pursuant to the court's order, Chicago State University provided a witness to give deposition testimony, in which deposition Chicago State University disclaimed ownership and authorship of the document that second respondent presented to INEC, purporting to be Chicago State University certificate, and also disclaimed issuing any replacement certificate to him. The deposition was not in existence, or that's number 11. The deposition was not in existence or available at the time of filing the petition or at the hearing of the petition. The deposition number 12 sought to be adduced is, along with its accompanying documents, such as would have important effect in the resolution of this appeal. 13. The deposition is relevant to this matter, having confirmed that the certificate presented by the second respondent to the Independent National Electoral Commission did not emanate from Chicago State University, and that whoever issued the certificate presented by the second respondent did not have the authority of the Chicago State University, and that second respondent never applied for any replacement certificate, nor was he issued any replacement certificate by Chicago State University. The deposition which is on oath, that is number 14th ground, the deposition which is on oath deposed to in the presence of the second respondent's attorney is credible and believable and ought to be believed. 15. The deposition is clear and unambiguous, and no further evidence is needed to be adduced on it. 16. The evidence is such that could not have been obtained with reasonable diligence for use at the trial, as the deposition required the commencement of the suit in the United States of America before receiving same. It was not possible to obtain the said evidence before the trial at the court below. 17. The deposition was made on October 3, after the conclusion of trial at the court below, and was not available to be tendered at the trial court. 18. Presentation of a forged certificate to the INEC by a candidate for election to the office of President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is a weighty constitutional matter requiring consideration by the court as custodians of the Constitution. 19. The original certified deposition has been forwarded to the Honorable Court by a letter addressed to the Chief Registrar of the Supreme Court. And 20, the last, it is in the interest of justice for this Honorable Court to exercise its discretion in favor of the applicants. In support of the said application is a 20-paragraph affidavit deposed to by Uyigiwa Osage, Nigerian citizen, a legal practitioner, and legal advisor to the first appellant, with exhibits A to H annexed. Learned Senior Counsel for the appellant applicants, Chief Chris Uche, SAN, leading other senior and other counsel, filed a written address in support of the motion. Upon receipt of the said motion on notice, the first respondent filed an 11-paragraph counter affidavit deposed to by one Gift Mwadike, a legal secretary in the law firm of Diko and Mahmood, lead counsel to the first respondent. A written address in opposition to the said motion was also filed and signed by A.B. Mahmood SAN, lead counsel for the first respondent. For the second respondent, Senator Michael Okpeyemi Bamidele, a legal practitioner and long-standing associate of the second respondent, deposed to a counter affidavit of yet again 20 paragraphs on 12 October 2023. Annexed to the counter affidavit are exhibits 1 to 9. And in support of the counter affidavit and in opposition to the motion, learned senior counsel for the second respondent, Chief Wole Olanikpekun SAN, leading senior counsel and leading other counsel, filed a written address on the same date the counter affidavit was filed. The third respondent's counter affidavit was deposed to by one Peter Emma Iko, a legal executive in the law firm of Judgement and Akeredolu, lead counsel for the third respondent. The 9 paragraphs counter affidavit is supported by a written address filed and signed by Chief Akin Olujinmi SAN. Upon receipt of the various counter affidavits, the appellants filed a further affidavit of 20 paragraphs deposed to by the same Uyi A. Giwa Osage, with 12 exhibits further annexed. Learned senior counsel also filed reply on points of law to the written addresses filed by the first, second, and third respondents in their opposition to the appellant's motion on notice for fresh evidence and or additional evidence. At the hearing of this motion, both the applicants and the respondents adopted their supporting and counter affidavits respectively. They also adopted and relied on their various written addresses. In the applicant's written address, the learned senior counsel submitted one issue for determination, to wit, whether this honorable court ought to exercise its discretion in favor of the appellant applicants by granting the prayers sought. The first respondent's senior counsel also donated a sole issue for determination as follows: whether in view of the peculiar facts of this case, this honorable court can proceed to grant the instant application. For the second respondent, Chief Olanikpekun SAN, submitted one issue, which states, considering the background of this case, as well as the applicable constitutional and statutory provisions relevant to election appeals and proceedings, whether this honorable court will grant this application. Finally, Chief Akin Olujinmi SAN, leading other counsel for the third respondent, opined that the crucial question to be addressed in this motion is whether this court has jurisdiction to entertain this application. Now, taking a clinical look at the 4 issues, it is crystal clear that they all say the same thing. And put in simple terms, it is whether the law of Nigeria, as presently constituted, allows this court to receive the evidence in question and act on it at this stage. In his argument, the learned senior counsel for the appellants submitted that this court has the power, the jurisdiction, and the discretion to grant an application to adduce fresh and or additional evidence on appeal, referring to Order 2, Rule 12.1 and 2, and Rules 12.1, 2, and 3 of the Supreme Court rules, and the case of Uzodinma and Izunaso, citation supplied, learned senior counsel submitted that the grant of this application will be in furtherance of the cause of justice. That this is a case in which the second respondent was purportedly declared as the winner of the election to the office of President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the appellant applicants have, amongst other grounds, challenged the election of the second respondent on the ground that the second respondent presented a forged document to the Independent National Electoral Commission, that the appellants have also a challenge in their appeal the striking out of their pleadings, raising the issue of qualification of the second respondent to contest the said election. Leonard Silk also relied on the cases of Nigerian Customs Service Board and Innocent and other cases cited in this judgment. According to the Leonard Silk, the evidence required to establish that the certificate presented by the second respondent to the first respondent in support of his qualification to contest the said election is the deposition from the Chicago State University, which deposition did not become available until after the determination of the case by the lower court. He contended that the appellant applicants have successfully explained the delay and difficulties in obtaining the said evidence earlier than now. Relying on Saleh and Abba citations supplied, the Leonard Senior Counsel urged this court to resolve the sole issue in favor of the appellants and grant the application. In response to the above argument, the Leonard Senior Counsel for the first respondent, A.B. Mahmoud Essay, submitted and urged this court to dismiss the appellant's application as they have failed to meet the conditions for grant of same. He opined that election petitions are sui generis, and as such, this court, in determining this application, must take into consideration the peculiarity of the instant appeal, which is an appeal against the judgment of the Court of Appeal, sitting as the Presidential Election Petition Court, and based on the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, and the Electoral Act 2022. He stated the three conditions that has to be met before the fresh evidence can be admitted, and he urged this court to hold that the appellant's applicants failed to fulfill the conditions. In this, he relies on the case of Adeleke and Aserifa, Wata and Anyago, UBA PLC and BTL Industries, all citations supplied, amongst others. It is his contention that the appellants were tardy and were not reasonably diligent in their attempt at obtaining the documents which they seek to be received in these proceedings, that having not acted with reasonable diligence, this court ought not to grant the instant application, also relying on Obo and Enable S. Limited. Oh my. Leonard Senior Counsel also drew the attention of this court to the decision of the court below, which has not been appealed against, that the petition did not plead facts in support of non-qualification or disqualification of the second respondent in their petition, and that their efforts to remedy it through their replies to respondents' replies were belated and were rightly refused. According to him, the deposition of Caleb Westberg is irrelevant since the appellants did not raise the issue of forgery at the lower court. And relying on the case of Okwe Kenye and registered trustees of Jude Anglican Church, citation supplied is submitted that evidence not supported by pleadings goes to no issue. Leonard Silk further submitted that insofar as the deposition of Caleb Westberg is solely to disdain the certificate presented by the second respondent and attached to his form EC9 dated 17 June 2022, which the first respondent published as far back as 24th day of June 2022, the appellant's complaint in that regard is pre-election matter, which by section 285(9) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is statute barred. As such, an action ought to have been initiated within 14 days of the second respondent's submission of his form EC9 or the publication by the first respondent. He urged the court to so hold. According to Leonard Senior Counsel, an allegation of presentation of false or fake certificate is rooted in the criminal offense of forgery, which requires proof beyond reasonable doubt. He contended that the deposition by Caleb Westberg, which seeks to establish a case of forgery against the second respondent without more, cannot ground a conviction for forgery of as proof beyond reasonable doubt cannot be solely based on an affidavit evidence. Relying on Abubakar and INEC, AGI and PDP, and if made elsewhere in the law office of the first appellant's attorney, why was it not filed in the above-mentioned court because of the peculiar circumstances of this case, and adopted as a deposition ordered to be made by the court, so that it can form part of the record of that court to enable the court issue it as part of its record, also authenticate it with the seal of the court and the signature of the relevant officer of the court. Page 1 of the deposition is headed in the United States District Court for the Northern District of Illinois in reapplication of Atiku Abubakar for an order directing discovery from Chicago State University pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1782 number 28 CV 05099. This gives the impression it is a process of the district court, or that the deposition, though made outside the precincts of that court in a private law office, is part of the proceedings in case number 23 CV 05099. If it is indeed a process of the said district court, or forms part of the proceedings in case number 23 CV 05099 before it, then it ought to have been authenticated by the official seal of the court and the signature of the relevant officer certifying it as a true copy of the part of the record of the court in case number 23 CV 05099. Without such authentication, a deposition cannot be used in the Nigerian court as part of the proceedings or in the said U.S. District Court. And I've continued to wonder why the college, why the appellant did not use the advantage of the order of the district court that the college produced documents and a deposition concerning those certificates. Why they didn't use that advantage to secure a letter from the college under its letterhead, seal, and signature, disclaiming the certificate presented by the second respondent to INEC as not one issued by the college. That was not done. Instead, they resorted to this deposition, which has no features of authentication, thereby rendering it spurious and inadmissible. I agree with the able manner the lead judgment has dealt with it. I agree totally with all the reasons given in that decision as to why such an application should be refused. And it emphasizes one point. It was obvious to all, including those who brought it, that it was going nowhere. Then the question is, why was it brought? And I agree with my Lord when he described it as a vexatious process. I dismiss the application too. I go to the appeal. I agree completely with the lead judgment. I cannot say it better than that. It was a real brilliant expose on all the issues raised. Let me also join my Lord Garba to talk about a question of Abuja and 1/4 of the votes there, that the candidate must win. They view that the provision of the Constitution should be applied in such a way that the votes in Abuja must be won. 1/4 of the votes must be won by a candidate before he can secure victory in the election. To me, violates a fundamental principle of constitutional interpretation, that it must be interpreted to protect the spirit of the Constitution. And if you look at our Constitution, it promotes egalitarianism, equality. So it must be applied in such a way as to protect the equality of the votes in all the entities, and not otherwise. I will expand on that in my judgment. So I do not agree with the interpretation placed upon it. Attractive as it may be, but we must bear in mind that there's no jurisdiction in the world where a constitution is read in isolated patches and given meaning that should have, very narrow meaning that should appeal to certain sentiments. No, you apply it as a whole, reading it completely together, so that you rely on one part to get a meaning in another part that the words can truly support the wordings used in that provision. That is how to read a constitution. Yet remembering that it is dealing with a dynamic system, a human society. For these reasons, I also dismiss the appeal. I also agree that the parties should bear their costs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my lord. We are now left with the next appeal. I call the next one.
SCCV 937-2023. Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, Labour Party Appellants, Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Senator Shetima Kashim, All Progressives Congress APC respondents.
Appearances.
The Lordship, my name is P.I.N. Ikweto. My Lords, unfortunately, we have a type list of counsel, and by the time my colleagues brought it to the registry, they were told it was late. If the Lordship will allow me, can I submit that list?
Please, sir, submit it.
Thank you, my Lord, sir. And my Lords, with respect,
Judgment Day, you don't go late to court.
I was here before. I was here by 8 o'clock, sir.
So that you won't be late when God will be giving judgment.
Oh, my Lord, on the day of my own judgment before the Lord, I will be there alone. So I will not be late there.
So,
and I'm sure you will accept me when I get there, sir.
God will accept you.
I'm sure you will.
I pray it should be so.
Amen, sir. My Lord, I want to say that my name is P.I.N. Ikweto, and your Lordship, with respect, we have, in line with your Lordship.
I think we should start calling you Saint Ikweto.
My Lord, I cannot be while still on earth. Yes, sir.
Until you die.
While still on earth, I cannot be. I'm a sinner.
Let's find a place and discuss that.
I don't please. I don't know where we can discuss that, sir. My Lord, we've taken the liberty to tick the names of my colleagues who are with me.
Azinge.
Number 3, Dr. Mrs. Valerie Janet Azinge, SN. Number 4, my Lords, Alex Ejesieme, SAN.
Azinge.
Yes, sir. Azinge is number 3, sir.
Yes.
Number 4, my Lord, is Alex Ejesieme, SAN.
Where is Azinge?
My Lord, Azinge is just beside me here. She's been here all morning with me.
Azinge used to be black. I don't know why she's white today.
No, she's always been fair complexion. Always. Yes, sir. The husband is dark complexion.
Okay, it's the husband that is dark.
As a Lordship, please. Yes, sir. But she's been fair complexion all along.
It's okay. You're welcome.
Yes, my Lord.
Leonard S.N. Ikweto, did you say Valerie is number 3?
My Lord, on the list, she's number 3.
But she's number 2.
She's number 2, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just want to make it easier for my Lord, sir. The next, my Lord, is Mr. Alex Ejesieme, SAN.
Yes. Chike.
My Lord, as a Chike AOB Esquire.
Yes.
And my Lord, lastly, and in compliance with my Lord's directives, Ejiofor Onwaso Esquire. Your Lordship, the appearance with due respect is for the appellant in this appeal.
Yes.
Yes. Please, my lords. I am Sir Stephen Adehi. I am number 2 on the list.
Where is your list?
We submitted a list this morning, my lord.
Stephen
Adehi, my lord. Okay. Sir Stephen Adehi.
Leave that thing. Adehi.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
I appear with my learned friends of the inner bar.
Yes, yes.
Al Hassan A. Umar, SAN, is number 4 on the list.
Umar.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
And number 7 is Wendy Kuku, Esquire, my lord.
Yes. Yes.
Number 8, Jamiu Aguru, Esquire.
Where is Jamiu Aguru?
And finally, number 10, Z.U. Obansa, Esquire. Our appearance, my lord, is for the first respondent. May my lords be pleased.
Is that for the... Yes. Tell those guys this. Tell them that this thing can amount to contempt of court, so they should be careful.
My lord, the last person on our list, my lord, is actually number 9, Amira Hamisu, not Obansa. Number 9.
Who?
Amira Hamisu, Esquire. Yes, my lord. Not number 10, my lord. Thank you very much, my lords.
1, 2, 3. Amira. Amisu. Yes.
If it pleases my noble lords, my name is Akintola Makinde, and I appear with my colleague, Okpe Moritala. Your lordships, we submitted a typewritten list in the morning. Very respectfully, our appearance is for the 2nd and 3rd respondents. We are very grateful, sir.
Okpe.
Okpe Moritala, my lord, is number 2 on the list here.
Yes.
We are very grateful, sirs.
Yes. Yes.
Respondent.
Yes.
Appear with me, I'm learned friends. My lord, I'm sorry, the next name is not on the printed list which is submitted.
Let me, okay, here.
Professor Abdul Karim Kana. And Abdul Wahab Abayomi. We all respectfully appear for the 4th respondent. I'm much obliged, my lord.
For the 4th respondent.
Respectfully, my lord.
Yes. Well, in this appeal, we have, during conference, noticed that issues number 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 in this appeal have been dealt with in Atiku's appeal. It is the decision of this court that this issue shall abide the outcome of the issues as resolved in Atiku's appeal, mutatis mutandis. As for issue number 4, which has to do with double nomination, which was not in Atiku's appeal, it is the view of this court that this issue, having been dealt with by this court in SC/CB 501/23, which judgment was delivered on the 26th of May 2023, this court cannot allow the matter to be relitigated in this very court. There must be an end to litigation. For us to sit down now and talk about when this man resigned or did not resign, when they did a fresh conference or fresh primaries to replace him, which we have done before. We are not going to do it again. This matter ought not to have come here. When the matter was pending at the trial court, this court delivered that judgment. If you read the judgment of the lower court, they mentioned it, that Supreme Court has settled this matter. And that should have been the end. You now bring this issue of double nomination for us to sit on it and write another judgment. This is not how it should be. This appeal lacks merit and is hereby dismissed. My Lord, to my right, Abaji.
I agree with my learned brother, Justice John Ian Okoro, that this appeal, number SCCV 937/2023, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi and the Independent National Electoral Commission lacks merit, and it is also dismissed by me.
My Lord, Garba Jess.
I also totally agree with the lead judgment that this appeal substantially canvass the same issues with the appeal number 935/2023, which this court has very comprehensively dealt with. And there is no need for us to repeat ourselves because the issues are the same. The only issue that's different, like pointed out by my learned brother, the PJ, is that about double nomination, which you have settled. And we do not intend to reopen it again in this appeal. On the whole, I also join the lead judgment to dismiss this appeal for lacking in merit.
My Lord, Salawa.
Having had the privilege before now of reading in draft the judgment prepared and delivered by my learned brother Okoro JC, I cannot but concur with the far-reaching reasoning and the conclusion that has been postulated in the judgment to the effect that the instant appeal lacks merit, thus ought to be dismissed by this court. Having associated myself with that reasoning and the conclusion, I have no hesitation whatsoever in dismissing the appeal. Appeal dismissed.
My Lord Jauru.
Well, I had the advantage of reading in draft copy of the lead judgment just delivered by my learned brother John Ian Okoro JSC. I entirely agree with the reasoning and conclusion contained therein that the appeal is devoid of merit and it ought to be dismissed. Consequently, I join my brother in dismissing the appeal.
My Lord Abubakar Jesse.
I also had the advantage of reading in draft the judgment of my learned brother Ian Okoro, JSC, and I am of the view that the appellants have nothing useful to urge this court. The appeal lacks merit, and it is hereby dismissed by me.
My Lord Akim Jesse.
I had a preview of the judgment delivered by my learned brother, Lord Justice John Okoro. I completely agree that this appeal lacks merit and it should be dismissed. I hereby dismiss it.
Thank you all for listening. The two appeals, I think we have concluded our job today. What remains is for us to go and rest. Thank you very much. We shall rise.
Ella.
Like the judge said, all litigation must come to an end. They addressed all the issues, about 7 of them, and those issues were, and the judgments on each of the issues were clearly unassailable as far as I'm concerned. So for me now is the time for us all, every Nigerian, particularly the president, to roll up his sleeves and continue with governance. This has been a distraction. The litigants exercise their rights to go to court, but that has come to an end now. We now have to all come together as one country, one people, and move ahead and take this country where it rightfully should be. We're happy. We're excited.
So coming together, does
yes.
that mean that you'll be extending a hand to the PDP and the Labour Party? Although the APM's appeal was dismissed, but would the president be extending a hand of friendship or sportsmanship to the other political parties?
Well, listen, we shouldn't take these things personal, right? If you listen carefully to the judgment was very sound. By any objective, right-thinking person, supported with facts, with cases, with statute. The president, if you know him very well, is a Democrat. It's not now that he's extending his hands of fellowship. He's always done that. He will continue to do that, and will continue to do so on his behalf. Governance is about everybody. It's not about a party. It's not about an individual. And if we do not come together now, then we'll have ourselves to blame. Opposition is not, you don't oppose for the sake of opposition. elections are over, litigation is over. All litigation must come to an end. Now is the time for governance. Distractions over. So yes, Mr. President, the APC, and all rightful thinking members of the society must come together, no matter what party you belong to address the issue of governance.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Sir. Excellent.
Okay. Well, I want to first give all the glory to Almighty God for this judgment. It is indeed another day that the Lord has made. We're glad that this puts an end to all litigation and a closure to all the speculations and all that. Mr. President, in his magnanimity, I'm sure will now again reach out to all to join hands with him in his renewed hope agenda. APC was his platform, but the Nigerian state is where he's president of. So this is not just a victory for our party APC, it's a victory for the country. And we want to salute the judiciary, starting from the Supreme Court, the Appeal Court. Their judgment was very detailed, it was very meticulous. It laid the foundation for the Supreme Court judgment. I want to salute the judges of the Supreme Court as well. It was straight to the point. And I believe that this judgment would be seen worldwide as that which is in line with global best practices in law. I want to salute them again because, they are the bastion of hope for everybody, including the common man. And this is a victory for democracy. Opposition can now go and rest. If they indeed mean well for this country, I expect that after today, they will call President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they will congratulate him, they will now sit down and fashion out how to join hands with him in ensuring that indeed we achieve and continue to achieve our pride of place in the Committee of States across the length and breadth of the world. Once again, I congratulate President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for this victory, and I congratulate APC, I congratulate Nigeria. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Yes, just one question.
What is it here?
Yes. The court today said that the FCT has no special status. As the minister of the FCT, what do you have to tell me?
Maybe you don't understand what he said. FCT has no special status. What he said that in terms of calculating or having the status quo, you must not win FCT before you are declared president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That FCT is like another state. So that you don't need to say, oh, if you don't win FCT, therefore you cannot be declared. That's what he said.
So you must start with the APC. Can you say that you have moved to the APC?
I didn't come with APC crew. And in the court here, in the court here, I don't know where they said APC and PDP. I came here as somebody who's interested. You cannot be declared. That's what he said.
So you must start with the APC. Can you say that you have moved to the APC?
I didn't come with APC crew. And in the court here, in the court here, I don't know where they said APC and PDP. I came here as somebody who's interested, as somebody who wanted the country to move forward. So I congratulate Mr. President, and I think that this has come to the end. No more speculation. That's why Mr. President can focus and do what he's supposed to do for Nigerians. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to Chairman.
Election litigation and the delay it seems to constitute election litigation and the delay seems to constitute distraction. Will you be moving for some form of amendments?
Well, you see,
what advice to your opponents?
well, you see, this is a developing democracy in a developing nation, so you expect such distractions to occur. But I believe we fine-tune our laws, especially electoral laws, and we believe we shall come to the mature stage that we are expecting Pertaining to acceptance of this verdict, I urge our colleagues, politicians, to accept it in good faith. And also I have to use this opportunity to congratulate politicians, to congratulate the leaders of the opposition political parties, because it is better for them to resort to judiciary, which they have done so, rather than taking, arms against against each other. So we have to congratulate our politicians for resorting to judiciary, and the judiciary has done well. It means that democracy is getting matured in Nigeria, and we are happy with that.
Many thanks, sir. Thank you.
And that has been the proceedings from the Supreme Court here in Abuja. Shola Shoyele reporting for Channels Television News.
Wow. That was a long procedure. We've heard all the cultural proceedings, right? That was part of it, and we have to continue. That is the truth. If we don't give in, we don't give up. What is the next step? What do we do? I would say kudos to Peter Obi. I mean, he has done his part. He pushed it to the end. He made sure that he fought the case to the end. That is the truth. He fought the case to the end. But we all know that that the power of the people, the power belongs to the voice of the people, and the voice of the people must be heard. So let's keep on pushing, guys. Let's keep on pushing. Let's keep on the dream. We should not give in. We should not give up. Okay. What is next? What do we need to do? I know the leader movement. We've been fighting the case. We've been fighting hard, and we did it. We are doing it, and we're making changes. That is the truth. We made changes for this less than a year. We made changes. We made changes. We were able to have people in House of Assembly, Senate, House of Rep, Governor. Despite of the threat, despite of the rigging, we were able to do it. And the battle continues. We know all these people. It's not just. It's not just. It's not just. They've been there for a long time. They've been there for a long time. So we should not expect it to just be an easy. I mean, an easy ride. Okay. So I say kudos to His Excellency Peter Obi and Dati. What do we need to do? What do we need to do? Guys, I want you to share your comment. What do we need to do? What is the next step? I want you to share the video. I want you to share the video. It's important to share the video. It's important to make comments. Let us know what we need to do. Some people are saying Tinubu is not my president. I don't have a president. Nigeria don't have a president. Supreme Court is the highest court in the land, okay, and they have rules. But we believe the vote of the people is higher than any other thing we can think of. The vote of the people is higher than any other thing we can think of. And I saw people. I mean, even the response of Tinubu himself. I saw the videos of people congratulating him, and people are disappointed. Really, sure. People have said the Supreme Court has finally nailed the judiciary in Nigeria. They said the Supreme Court, the supposed highest court in the land, has nailed the judiciary, has nailed it. People used to say court is the last hope of the common man. Is this right now the last hope of the common man? Man, guys, man, it's painful. It's painful, really, man. But that's how it is, okay? That's how it is. You do not see people before this time. We all know that the Supreme Court is going to go along this line. We all know when the tribunal did their own, we knew that something was going to happen. The Supreme Court was going to do their own too. But we just believe, okay, maybe something somehow will happen somewhere. We just believe, okay, maybe something will happen somewhere, maybe intervention for somewhere, or the speaker will do their part to right the wrongs of the judiciary. Even lawyers, they are being pained. They are not happy. Most of them are not happy because the system has been destroyed. All this while the system has been destroyed, and the people were hoping that this big court we repair it. We repair it. But it's not be so. It's not be so. It's not be so. It cannot be so. Anyway, I always believe winners don't quit, okay? And quitters don't win. We can never quit. All right? We can never quit. We can never quit. For me, I would say this is a wake-up call, you know, to really purge the system, to really make the system work, because it's not only just the executives, because even had it been he with the president, I mean the executive, that means we have work to do in the legislative arm of government, in the judiciary. We need to fix so many things. We need to fix so many things. We want to make Nigeria work again. I've been saying making Nigeria work. That is my own, making Nigeria work, irrespective of who you are. But I have nothing against Tinubu. I have nothing against anybody. It's just the process. The process is important. The process is important. The foundation is important. When you have a good foundation, man, that would be great. That's what we're saying. The foundation is important. When the foundation is bad, the building will be bad. The building will collapse. Okay? That is what we're saying. Good foundation. Let's have a good foundation. But that's how it is. That's how it is. That means we need more work to do. That means we have to join hands join hands with all the obedience, join hands, with the people that have the country at heart, that will want to fix the country. People would want to give say, oh, no, these politicians are too much. We cannot we cannot help it or cannot change it. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I believe I believe anything is possible. I believe we can make things happen. Our voices may be not. Our voices may be few. Okay. Remember at the beginning of the struggle, they said people tweeting, 4 people, not just 5, 4 people, not one, no, 4 people tweeting in the room. And these 4 people, did a kind of earthquake, a kind of earthquake in Nigeria. Yeah, we did it, man. We did it everywhere, all around the country. Go from Lagos to Benin, Benin to River State, to the north, to Adamawa, to Kaduna, all around, to the middle belt. We did it. And they rigged the election. This is what I will say to everyone. Make a comment. What is next? What do we need to do? Okay? What do we need to do? Don't expect Obi to say, go to the street, man. Don't expect that. He won't do that. He will not do that. Okay? He won't do that. But we, the concerned citizens, the well-meaning Nigerians, the obedience, we just have to keep on speaking. All right? It's important. Keep on speaking. We should not be quiet. We should not be quiet. We should keep up with the dream. Let's the dream move on. Let the agenda of having a good Nigeria. I mean, good leadership, people with integrity. Let's not ensure that still stick in us. That's what we're saying. The agenda should still stick in us. We should not deviate from it. People before now, I mean, they were on the backside was they just felt the system is too hard for them to cope with, for them to fight. But man, this is how it is. I want to use that word. This is how it is. Okay, this is how it is. But nothing evil lasts forever. Okay, the good must always prevail. The good one must prevail. I have to give kudos to all the obedience. Kudos to our His Excellency Peter Obi and to obey that to that team, and all support to all the people, all the lawyers. Kudos to all of them before the fight. But we know what happened. We know what happened. We know that there are elements that don't want the judiciary to work. There are elements that don't want the deputy to work. There are elements that don't want Nigeria as a nation to work. There are elements. Yeah, there are elements. And we are going to fix that. Or we'll do it. We will do it by God's grace. We will make sure Nigeria work. We'll make sure Nigeria work. That is how it's supposed to be. That is how it will be. That's how it will be. It's just a pity that some people, I feel like some people are still full of, are still full of, are still full of, how I put it, are still full of hatred. When you want your country to be good, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? If you want your country to be good, that is what you're supposed to be proud of it. You're supposed to be proud of it. You want your country to be good. You want good leaders. You want good leadership. You want people of integrity to be in the heads of affairs. That is what we are saying. That's what we are praying for. That's what Muslims, Christians are praying for. Pray for their leader to have a good country, to have peace, to have everybody living well. That is what we are praying for. So if people wish for that, and people are writing nonsense against them or saying things against them, I wonder how it is. I wonder who you are. I wonder who you are. Even these platforms, people are writing, we are feeding people with nonsense, with I wonder why people should be talking like that. When you want the best for the country, most of us we are in diaspora. So if you say we want the best for the country, we know what is happening around here. So we want it to be replicated in Nigeria too. That's what we're saying. So it's not a matter of say we are in we are looking for something. No, not really. Not really. What we want is the betterment of the country, of the people. That's what we're saying. Where the battle continues, that is the truth. Continues. We need to pray for Nigeria, pray for the leaders, that is the truth. I pray for Nigeria, I pray for the leaders, I pray for the people in Nigeria. I always pray, I always do that. That's my work to do. It's my work to do. So it's your work also to do. Okay. Well, today has been a great day, a glorious day. I saw even the governor of one place, I think he's a PDP, but he's happy. I saw him, I think, celebrating with Tinubu, I think from Bayelsa State. Is it Diri or something? I don't know. They say it's a PDP anyway. Don't be surprised people will be decamping to APC now. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. I saw, what's his name? That Omokri. That guy is shameless, man. He's shameless. He's happy. He should be happy. He has the right to be happy. But it should not just, PW has done nothing to him or against him. I don't think the one we're aware of, except he knows that something happened. And if not, why is he so personal about Peter Obi? I don't know why he's personal about Peter Obi. He was dancing and said this is, I don't know, it's steps. I don't care, but to know that. But they should declare to APC because he's been talking about APC, but he claimed to be PDP, but he should just declare to APC. I know he's happy. I'm sure by now he's so blamed. I know he's been lobbying to be maybe a PA or something, or SSA or something, But what am I trying to say? We should all unite to make the country great. People with integrity, people that will have the country at heart. That's what we are saying. That's what we want. Okay. It's not a matter of the party you belong. It's not a matter of who the person is, but making the country better, making the country strong. That is what we are saying. Okay. That's what we are saying. All right. I, for me personally, I believe we keep up with the dream. We keep on fighting. We keep on saying the truth. We keep on standing for the truth. We keep on, um, if there are any flaws, you should not be quiet. Don't because somebody as close to you, your brother or your sister is in power, you will not speak out, You have to speak out. You have to speak out. You have to make things work. You have to make things work. Okay? Most people have been quiet on this one. Now the time for us to have a formidable team to take country back. Then what do? We have to have a formidable team. All the people, I think, I would suggest to people that have been this is my suggestion anyway, for those people that have been behind the social network of Peter Obi, of all Labour Party or Obedient Movement, or rather, if you use that word, Obedient Movement. So we should all, we should all, we should all find a way to have all these people in one group, to push the agenda more and more, okay? To have everybody in one group, to push the agenda more and more. I think that is important. To have everyone that have been in pursuance of a better Nigeria. Most of them are still up. They have been talking, but some of them they lie low because after the election, some of them lie low, but some of them have been pushing. So we should all, in a way, those in Twitter, in Facebook, on YouTube, those in different spaces, find a way out to have a common, platform too. Which I use that word, where we'll be talking every now and then, every now and then, to keep sending the messages around to all Nigerians, to everybody. Is so important. Far is very, very important. All right. And again, and again to I would say those people in the house on behalf, I would say, that have been elected on the platform for obedient movement, do the right thing. Okay. Some of them are in Senate, some of you are in House of Reps, some are in State Assembly, some local government chairman or something like that. Do the right thing. Make sure your constituency, you do the right thing there. Make sure you make it work. Make sure the vision of obedient movement, you do it in that your locality. Okay, affect your world there. Affect it. So when you do that, definitely next election, we'll see changes. We'll definitely see. We will see so much. We will see so much. We will see so much, because that's what we are saying. Um, we want people to enjoy the dividends of democracy. We want people to enjoy the dividends. Why they voted? Why should you tell people to go and vote? Why should they do that? No, now let it happen. Let them enjoy the dividends of that democracy. Okay, let them enjoy it. I posted it on the Facebook page of what Labour Party chairman just Abore after the tribunal. What his statement? I put it. I wrote it on my on the wall. Okay, so that is how it is. That is how it is. It's a battle. It's a long battle. If you watch my old videos, I always have the saying it. It's a long battle. It's a long war. It's a war that we cannot just. We know that it's not just going to be really. It's not going to be just an easy ride. That is the truth. It's not just going to be an easy ride at all. It's not going to be an easy ride. So if you think it will be an easy ride, you must be dreaming. You must really be dreaming. You must really be dreaming. Yeah, that is the truth. You must really be dreaming because it's a long process. Okay, it's a long process. It's a long process. All right, guys, this is how it is, and for now, we are still definitely. I saw PDP statement too. They said judiciary. I mean, Supreme Court has killed the judiciary. I saw a statement from PDP. I'm not a lawyer anyway, but I happen to just do it. I just have to have interest in it, have interest in all these things, man, so that we want to move the country forward, man. We have to move the country forward, okay? And despite it may be a setback now, okay, but the setback is a plus. I always see everything we do as a plus. I always see anything we are doing. Maybe I always see it as a plus. Anything like negative, I see it as a plus. Okay, I see it as a plus. So those in Nigeria, those in diaspora, now is the time for us to buckle up the belt. Okay, cutting up the belt. The fight is starting now too. Buckle up the belt. Let it rain. Let the battle continue. Let the battle continue. Let the battle continue. Let it continue. I know there are some reactions from. I saw the video of Tinubu when he how he reacted. I think it. I think I should just play it. Okay, I think I should play it. His reaction of today after the election. That is how it is, man. But all the same, it's just it's just a pity that things are like this. Okay, it's just a pity that but all the same, we need to still keep on the dream. Let me just speak to reaction today, okay? Let me speak to reaction
Challenge of
today.
this nature, and a future of this nature is more work and more hard work, more dedication. Just appeal to the sense of patriotism of Nigeria to have a change of mindset. Let us be positive about our country, be ready to contribute in all ways possible. There's no promise of El Dorado from day one. We're all in this boat of diversity, a member of the same family, living in the same house, but staying in different rooms. And it is important that we recognize that we have no other country but this one. So we better be committed to it, not for the sake of our own self-aggrandizement, our commitment to the values, the creed of dedication, patriotism, and commitment to the value of this country. It is extremely important that we have a change of mindset for the sake of our country. Not for us, but for our children and grandchildren, great-grandchildren, the inheritors of tomorrow.
Yeah, that was his reaction today after the election. Okay, me after the tribunal, after the Supreme Court judgment. Well, what do you say? What do you say? What do you say, man? We keep on moving on. Keep on moving on. Let's watch. Let's wait what we hear from His Excellency Peter Obi. And as I've said, don't expect him to tell you go and protest. To it. He won't say that. But as I've said, the power the power depends on us, on the people, the vote of the people. That is where the power ends. Okay, that's where everything ends. The vote of the people. So that's how it is. That's how it is. I know most people are right now in Nigeria. I know they've gotten used to it. Yeah, that is the truth. Because some people are still hoping, okay, maybe the judiciary can do something. Maybe the tribunal could not do anything. Maybe the Supreme Court will do something. But we all know after what tribunal did, we all knew that Supreme Court will not make a difference. Okay, but that is where it goes. All right, guys, I think I have to stop for here. For now, please, I will say kindly like and share. Okay, like the video, share, make comments, and let's see what is the next step. All right, Nigeria will survive. Nigeria must move on. Nigeria is our country. We have to make it work. It's you and I that will make it work. Don't expect another person to make it work. It's you and I that will take the power back from this jackal. Don't expect anybody from US anywhere to take it back. When they moved the tribunal area from the second and the third to today, it showed I knew that something is fishing. We know something is fishing, and we were not disappointed. That is the truth. We are not disappointed. Okay. And that's how it is, guys. All right, kudos to everyone that have been. I mean, that is a part of the struggle, and we want more in. Okay, the struggle continues. That's how it is. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching, and God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.